Mama's little baby likes shortening, shortening. Mama's little baby likes shortening bread. Mama's baby also like aspartame and extra, MSG, BHT, and sodium nitrate.
A lot of people starting to talk about being healthy and so, but for me personally, when I'm hungry, I am hungry. That's it. I don't want to talk to nobody. Don't tell me about the cows or the bills. I'm hungry and I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna eat it. And that's the way I think about it. After a while, getting on your belly, that maybe I shouldn't have ate that. And when not, but it be like that sometimes.
In order to receive, then we need to give. We gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give. We gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give. We gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give. We gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live.
Eating healthy is fall. That's a train and 2 buses.
So my students for breakfast usually have either bacon, egg, and cheese or Sour Patch Kids. I don't think there really is a space for them where they're challenged in that way in terms of thinking about like what they're eating, what it does to their body on a regular basis. And there's not really a lot of resources around either to support a healthier diet that tastes good or that they think is either tastes good or is affordable or both.
I grew up in the Bronx where you prided yourself in being able to get the most amount of food for the least amount of money. Looking back now and just trying to remember what I get, I remember my parents probably give me, $2 or $3, and I could live like a king off of that. So say on a good day I got $5. Went to the store, probably got a sandwich for like $2.50 or a slice of pizza for $2 or $1.50. Rolled over to the bodega and got a bag of chips. Then from the chips I had a 50-cent soda, and then with the leftover change I just got Annihilators, Sour Patch.
The biggest staple of my diet is cereal. I love cereal.
I wasn't allowed in the kitchen. Whatever was cooked was given to me. So being in a Haitian American household, rice is a huge thing. Like a lot of rice. Grill, it's like fried pork, fried plantains.
I'm a carnivore. I love eating meat ravenously.
We have like spinach pies or like grape leaves. We have a lot of meat. Every plate has rice.
My main reason was compassionate reasons. That's how it started. I think that a meat-eating diet for me is based on cruelty in the first place. And I choose to live a peaceful existence. I don't always manage it. I have my own aggression within me. I think that what I put into me has a major effect. I think literally talking about the blood of another being going into my body is just something that I choose not to do. And I also feel that we separate the reality of the living being, the living animal, from what we eat because it's cleanly, neatly packaged.
I mean, when I came to college, it was like kind of a buffet style thing. Like all freshman dorms. So it was kind of eat whatever you wanted, which isn't really a good thing. And I'm sure I probably did that a little bit too much. But I tried to eat, the green foods, because everyone says eat greens. So I tried to have some balance between the bad stuff and the good stuff.
Sometimes it's not really that important in the list of things that you have to do until you get old and you're like, wow, if I really would have changed the way I was eating when I was 20 and younger, I wouldn't be going through all these health problems and health complications. So I try, but it's a process.
Well, since I have a significant other now, she does want me to be a little more bulkier, and so I'm drinking a lot more soy milk, because I really like how it tastes. I put honey in it too, so I drink a lot more soy milk. Occasionally I might drink a muscle milk, but those things are really expensive. And I also eat a lot of carbohydrates. I love carbohydrates, and I also like eating fruits. But I don't like eating vegetables. I hate vegetables, actually.
As long as you're healthy, the look shouldn't outweigh, or look shouldn't trump your being healthy. You know, a lot of people go to the gym. Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym because, you know what I mean, I want to fit into this dress, or I want to go to the gym because, you know what I mean, you know, I want my muscles to show, whatever like that. And it's like, you know, at the forefront of that, it's like, all right, I gotta go to the gym because I want to lower my cholesterol. I want to go to the gym because, you know what I mean, I don't want hypertension. You know, I want to go to the gym because.
Yeah, everybody in my family, we got a little chunk going on here and there. Yeah, on the night.
I'm the only skinny person in my house.
When you go to college and then you come home and you have all these like ideals and like you've learned so much, and when you talk about it, it just sounds like you're being pretentious and a little uppity. It's like, oh, like we should eat this, we should have, you know, like a tofu turkey, like let's do that for Christmas. And everyone's like, really Chris, like that's what you want to do? It's like you feel like, I don't know, they're still my family and like they know me, but they don't know like all that I've learned about myself, like while I'm here, while I'm like so far away. I don't know, I can't really explain it.
You know, some kids have a mindset of like, man, I'm young, I'm skinny, my metabolism is fast, I don't gotta worry about fat. Come on, we're out here, make it taste, Burger King, Wendy's. So some kids think like that, like me.
It actually started with like, well, you know, my grandfather was diabetic, so it was when the doctor was like, you know, if you guys don't change how you're eating at home, like he's going to basically pass away. He would sit like by, you know, the big dinner table when I would go back to the Dominican Republic, and he would have his own food set aside, which would like, you know, salt without rice and all these special meals, but then like everybody else would be eating, you know, these really high fat and carbohydrate meals. Think of like sort of healthy sort of a way of eating. Like for us, it wasn't even like, oh, it's for your own good. It felt like a punishment because he was like sort of isolated from the table, and you would see the way that he would look at like the food that we would eat. And
My mother's body flew from the nature aisle to the concrete jungle, then the garden state, where breadfruit and dashing yielded to white rice on her plate. With no morn to climb and no river to bathe, my mother's body expanded, sagging heavy with calories plus regret and worry. Still, my mother's body loved, hugged, worked hard, carefully. Then my mother's body ate. From a source undetected, something she did, something she ate. Hiding under her layers, the pain was probed, scanned, sliced, and injected. My mother's body was infected by an ominous evil, a perfectly preventable problem we made, slaves to convenience and trade. My mother's body rocked and moaned and cried and shook because my mother's body got took by food corp crooks, and her stress over looks and appearances did damage. My mother's body was mismanaged, and blame is all around. My mother's body shrank from a size 18 to a size 8. She lost weight, but never fate, attacked from all sides. My mother's body tried, my mother's body tried, my mother's body tried, but my mother's body was tired, invaded, bedridden, then faded. Still, my mother's body is alive. My mother's body moves in mine, reminding me time after time that life is precious. My mother's body is free. My mother's body is me.
In order to proceed, give, we gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give, we gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give, we gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat to live. In order to receive, then we need to give, we gotta feed the kids, they gotta eat